What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Front Yard Fantasy Hour presented by FanDuel. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my very handsome co-host, John Luke. What's up, JL?
What up? That's all
Joey Wright is also with us, another member of the FYF fam. What's up, Joey?
Hey, I'm here. Oh, we got a special visitor. Look at that.
Hello.
Hello.
Guys, and also joining us today is a very special guest, two very special guests, it looks like, is a great friend of the show. We've got Cooterdoodle with us today. For those of you that do not know Cooterdoodle, she is what was the title again? You were trusted with nothing but the highest quality shit posts for Matthew Berry over on Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life. And chief shit post officer, for Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life. And a writer over at Trophy Smack, and probably the funniest person on fantasy Twitter.
Yes.
Cooter, thank you so much for joining us today.
Not a problem. I'm excited to be here, and I am probably going to lose, but it'll be fun.
And you've got a teammate helping you today.
Am I going to be able to call a friend, a 4-year-old friend?
Oh yeah.
I guess
we'll allow that. Yeah, we'll allow that.
It's an unfair advantage, but we'll let you have that one. We got Mr. Scampers in the chat saying the most heated bracket talk since I started watching the show. I'm still doing pupil dilation analysis through the archive.
I read that as heated blanket. That's like immediately where my mind went. The most heated blanket talk. Front Yard Fantasy.
Mr. Scampers saying happy birthday. Is it?
Happy birthday.
Cooter, is it your birthday?
It's not mine. I thought it maybe was one of y'all's. No?
It's not mine. It's my dad's birthday.
Mine's not August.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Did you know it was my dad's birthday? Is this someone that knows me personally?
Are you his dad?
Is saying it is my dad.
My God.
My dad would be the shock of the century if my father was Mr. Scampers in the chat.
It was all just to get you to remember his birthday.
That would rattle me to my core if that was true. Dame, what's up? Welcome, man. Dame is ready for some Jeopardy today. We got J-Wall in the chat as well saying it's about to go down. GOAT guest. Absolutely. Cooter is a GOAT guest. Albert, what's up? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. And J-Will said Cooter gives excellent Mother's Day advice. Yeah. If for no other reason but the Mother's Day advice, make sure you go follow Cooter on Twitter. It is top tier Mother's Day advice. And Mr. Scampers, special guest, not a double special guest, but a double guest, one special. And Scott said a very merry unbirthday to us all. Indeed. Amen. Guys, today we brought Cooter on to play some fantasy football Jeopardy. Before we do that, though, a couple reminders. Number one, if you are not already following Cooter on Twitter, go and do that right now. She's on Twitter at cooterdoodle. It is right there below her face on the screen. And like I said, Matthew Berry trusts her. What other reason do you need to follow her? But on top of that, she gives out great fantasy advice and is truly one of the funniest people on fantasy Twitter. So go follow her right now. After you do that, make sure you're subscribed to FanDuel on YouTube and follow them on Twitch. They have a whole team of awesome content creators helping you guys win your leagues and win some cash. So make sure you guys are following them. Then after you do that, check out FanDuel across TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. They're at FanDuel on all of those platforms.
Hope you wrote all this down. You get a lot of homework.
It's super easy. FanDuel. Just go to like any of your sites where you consume content and you can pretty much find them by looking up FanDuel right there. But guys, like I said, we brought Cooter on here today to play some fantasy football Jeopardy. JL has prepared the game for us today. He is going to be the host, which means it's going to be me versus Cooter versus Joey. I'm going to explain the rules, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So the game today is a lot like the regular TV show Jeopardy with a couple small changes. Number one, it's going to be mostly NFL or fantasy questions. We do have a grab bag category, which could be anything. It could literally be anything in that category. So nothing is off limits there. I'm imagining there's at least one Luigi question buried in there just to taunt me, but we'll see. But outside of that change, guys, instead of going buzzing in, we're going to be going in a turn order today. So we will go one at a time. Whenever it's your turn, you will pick the question that you want to answer. If you get it right, we're going to add that money to your bank. If you get it wrong, nothing happens. We're not subtracting any money. You do not need to answer in the form of a question. The other small change we are making on this show is if you get a question right, you will get to pick the category for the person that goes after you. So the order today is going to be Cooter, then Joey, then Simon. So Cooter Doodle, if you get your first question right, you'll get to tell Joey what category he has to answer a question from. He will still get to pick his point value, but you will get to pick the category. We will do this until we run out of questions or run out of time, at which point we will have a final Jeopardy question. This is the only question in the game where you can lose the money that you have banked because you are going to be wagering from 0 up to the total amount that you have earned so far throughout the game. If you get it right, you will add that money to your score. If you get it wrong, you will subtract that money from your score. And the contestant with the most money at the end is our champion. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
Are you guys ready to lose? Hi, Josh.
Good
That
one.
one's for Josh in outer
Channeling
space.
your Josh right there.
The chat is completely ready. Mr.
Yes, sir.
Scamper's very excited that we have a Who Said It category. I'm about to go over these categories. And then Dame asking, where did the odd man out category go? Yeah, I just decided to skip the periods this time just to save us, the time and headache, the back and forth. And then Scott saying, who said it? Bill Belichick or this rock?
That'd be a tough category.
That'd be pretty tough. All right, guys. Categories for today. We got 5 of them. As per usual, we got fill in the blank. This is a new one. It's pretty simple. You're going to get a prompt. You just got to fill in the blank. And we got odd man out. This is a veteran category here. I'm going to give you a couple players, and I'm going to give you some criteria, and you got to pick which player does not fit in that criteria. Then we got grab bag, which is going to be completely random. I decide what that is. Easy as ADP, which we tried last week. That I'm going to give you a chart of dynasty positional ADP, and you got to tell me which player that chart belongs to. And then who said it? I'm going to give you a quote, and you have to tell me who said it. Pretty self-explanatory there. Are y'all ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Cooter, we're starting with you. What question category and question value would you like?
I say go big or go home. Let's do who said it 500.
Who said it 500? All right, Cooter, here is your question. Leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it. Was this Bill Belichick, Mike Tomlin, Dwight D. Eisenhower, or J. Edgar Hoover?
I don't. Getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it. I don't know. Let's go Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin, final answer?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was Dwight D.
Oh,
Eisenhower.
no. It didn't sound professional enough. You know
It
what
didn't,
I mean?
right? It didn't.
I knew it
sounded really bro.
I knew it wasn't Belichick because there's too many words there. He doesn't speak sentences.
Correct.
Leadership
I
art.
was like, that's not Belichick.
Very good. Oh, I'm sorry. That is a tricky one. Simon, did you know that one?
No,
Mr. History?
nope, I had no idea.
In the chat, we got a Hoover guess. We got a Dwight from J-Wall, clearly cheating. Hoover from Scott. Well done. Well done.
That's
At
funny.
least for J-Wall, the cheater.
Mhm.
All right. We're moving on to you, Joey. What category and question value would you like?
Grab bag for 300, please.
Rat Bag 300. Here's your question. Which character made their first appearance in Mario Tennis N64? Mario,
learned this
Yoshi,
today.
Waluigi, or Toad?
It's Waluigi. I learned this today. If Scott wasn't lying to me.
It is Waluigi. Well done. Well
And
done,
that
Joey.
was me who brought up that fact, Joey. And
Oh,
how,
I'm
like,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Simon.
How cool would it have been if I was just playing the long game and I made that up on the stream,
Just-
hoping
just to
JL asked the
sabotage.
question.
That would have made you feel better for Luigi winning the bracket today. That's for
Absolutely.
It would have. It would have.
Oh, and we got Scott in the chat as well. He was there and he said
He's there.
Waluigi. He knows. it.
Waluigi. All right. Well, Joey, you got that one correct. So you get to pick Simon's next category. Where are you sending them?
Who said it?
Who said it? All right, Simon. What question value would you like?
Give me 300. I'm not as brave as cooterdoodle.
Who said it? 300. Here's your question. The most valuable player is the one who makes the most players valuable. Was this Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Vince Lombardi, or Mac Jones?
This sounds like someone who hasn't won an MVP. I like know what I mean? This sounds like someone like, yeah, like really I'm the most valuable player because I make everyone else more valuable, but that's not really appreciated. I'll go with Mac Jones.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It was Peyton Manning.
Damn it.
Oh, man.
It was
Your
Peyton
logic
Manning.
was solid, though. That was
Right.
good
Logic
logic.
was
I thought that
solid.
made sense. Peyton Manning seems like he's a little too like a couple of those MVPs went to his head and he wouldn't say something like this.
Yeah, a little bit tricky. We had some guesses here in the chat. Dane said Vince. Scott said Lombardi. And J-Wall said Vince. Jay just came in here to say Luigi is the worst.
Indeed.
Mr. Scamper said Vince, and Albert said Lombardi. A lot of Lombardi guesses. I feel like Lombardi's very quotable. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Is Scott just mocking me relentlessly for
Mac
guessing Mac
Jones.
Jones?
LOL. And Maria saying it was actually a quote from Joey. It's true. Thank you for that, Joey.
Probably. I mean, I'm a quote
All right.
machine.
Well, let's see. So you didn't get that one correct, Simon. So Cooter, we are
That's
back
me
to
again?
you. Yes, you get to pick your category and question value.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't do these high baller ones. So let's go odd man out 100.
Odd man out 100. Just went from 500 to 100. All right, here's your question, Cooter. Which player had more than 4,000 passing yards in 2021? Kirk Cousins or Ryan Tannehill?
I'm just going to go with my gut. Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is absolutely correct.
Okay.
4,221 compared to Ryan Tannehill's 3,734. Well done, Cooter. That's going to give you $100. You're on the board now. You're going to get to pick Joey's next category. Before we do that, though, let me ask you, Cooter, how are you feeling about Kirk Cousins? I know he has this like 1 year extension deal. How are you feeling about him as a fantasy asset going forward?
I mean, in super flex, if you're struggling, it could be worse, but I'm not comfy with it. Isn't he the guy? I think Mike Daddy's Home had pointed out one time that like he's so good on the road and terrible at home. Like it's just very, you don't get those consistent weeks.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I've been like a firm. I just don't like Kirk Cousins. Firmly fading Kirk Cousins my whole life. Simon, how do you feel about these two quarterbacks?
Not a firm fade for Kirk Cousins, more of a soft fade, but I'm in line with Cooter. If you waited on quarterback in your drafts and you need someone, he's likely to probably finish near that 12 mark as far as quarterbacks go. I know he finished much higher this year, but there's some safety there. He's got good weapons. It's a functioning offense. So you could do worse at the quarterback position, but it's nothing to be excited about drafting Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, oh yeah, snagged Kirk Cousins today.
Yeah,
man.
I got Kirky.
He's nobody's sleeper pick to like be like the top 3 guy this year, right?
Never really a value.
If Irv Smith shows up, I think he could have a better year than he did last year, though.
Yeah.
Some post-type sleeper for Irv Smith.
Yeah. Joey, let me ask you, Ryan Tannehill, Malik Willis was obviously drafted behind him. How are you feeling about what are you doing with Ryan Tannehill if you have him rostered in Dynasty?
I don't expect Tannehill to mentor Malik Willis. But no, if I've got Tannehill in Dynasty, I'm actually kind of looking to see if I can sell him. If anybody's actually going to buy, I'm definitely trying to make that move. And I'll say this, like, I think Cousins' leash is longer in Minnesota than Tannehill's is in Tennessee. So if you could get Cousins for Tannehill, I don't know if that's a terrible trade.
I think Tannehill's job is safe, at least for this year. Like, look at the success that the Titans have had. Like the past couple of seasons, they're one of the best teams in their conference. Like they have deep playoff aspiration hopes. They're not going to plug in this rookie that came with almost like a developmental rookie. He wasn't a first round pick. He wasn't a second round pick. We were just waiting for Malik Willis to get drafted. I don't think we see Malik Willis barring injury or like late game snaps this year. So in redraft, Ryan Tannehill is another safe option at quarterback, limited upside because of how they want to run that offense. But I'm not concerned about Malik Willis taking over.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Tannehill's targets at all. I think Treylon Burks going to have a really good year. And then Robert Woods is there. So I'm not worried about his players he's going to target at all.
Yeah. All right, we're going to get into our next question here. Before I do, Maria said, so glad Josh isn't here. That guy really grinds my gears. Yeah, same, Maria. Let's see. Cooter just got that one correct. So you get to pick Joey's next category. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say let's do easy as ADP for Joey.
Easy as ADP, Joey. What question value would you like to go?
200, please.
200. Nice and easy as ADP. Correctly label each series in the Dynasty positional ADP chart with its corresponding player.
Okay, let me look at this.
I can maybe zoom in a little bit. Maybe that helps.
So I'm going to say that the blue is DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay.
The green is Devontae Adams, and the red is Odell Beckham Jr.
All right, final answer. That's orange.
I think I did that right, and I feel pretty confident in it. Yes. Is it orange? I'm sorry.
It's totally orange.
What is orange? Thank you.
What is orange? There you go. All right, so you went with blue, Nuke, green, Devontae Adams, orange, OBJ. Are you correct?
No.
Green, Devontae Adams. Orange, DeAndre Hopkins. And green, Devontae Adams.
I bought into that suspension too much, I guess. Or did I get it right? No, I got it wrong.
No, you got the two switched.
The OBJ, that like massive drop, the big spike to like the top overall wide receiver, and then the massive drop was the OBJ one was the only one I felt like completely confident in, but
really,
the other two were tricky. Yeah.
Yeah. You said blue. I wrote down blue, and then I'm looking at the chart.
Purple, right?
It's purple, yeah. Are you colorblind, Joey?
So today what I learned on the FanDuel streams that I'm colorblind.
Really throwing me off. Now Mr. Scampers is saying blue is Odell too. You guys are freaking me out. And then Maria said, anybody else see purple?
This is like that
red.
dress.
No, do not bring up that dress. Someone posted it on Twitter the other day.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like,
I saw
it
that.
just re-rattled my brain because I saw it one way and then I clicked on the tweet and it changed into the other one. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this again. Like, I'm not following.
I've never seen it. I've only seen it one way.
I've only seen it one
way.
The switch.
It went immediately back. Like, and that's what makes me feel crazy is like, I'll just see it for a second the other way and then it goes away back to what it was before. And it makes me, I don't like it. I do not like it at all. That's not a fun thing. Everyone should stop posting that. It makes you feel crazy.
That's really funny. All right, Joe, you didn't get that one correct. So Simon, we're back to you, and you get to pick your own category and question value here.
I am curious about fill in the blank. So we're going to go fill in the blank for 300.
Fill in the blank for 300. All right, here's your question, Simon. Falcons selected BYU running back blank with the number 151 overall pick in the 2022 NFL draft.
Shoot, what was his name?
I know it.
Joey just wants to rub in that he knows.
I'm leaving. I'm going to the private chat to give myself a second to think. But I have a feeling this isn't going to come to me. And then as soon as you say it, I'm going to be so mad. A, B, C, D. I'm not going to pull it, JL. Just put me out of my misery.
Give up?
Yeah, put me out of my misery.
Cooter, you know it?
Absolutely not. I don't know rookies.
Joe, you know it?
It's Tyler Aglier.
Algier? I don't know.
I would have gotten it wrong because I didn't pronounce it correctly.
Now, was it that type of moment, Simon?
It was that type of moment. As soon as Joey started saying tot, I was like, "Yep, there it is." If I would have just kept going through the alphabet, I would have gotten there eventually.
You would have gotten to T.
Why did T have to be so far in the alphabet? If it was one of the first 5 letters, I would have gotten this one.
Yeah, the chat knew this one. Mr. Scampers, Tyler, Aljamain Sterling. J-Wall knew it. Well done. Well done.
J-Wall said, I can't live in Utah and not know the answer to that one. Yeah, it is a requirement to know every BYU football player if you live in Utah.
And student, probably.
Yeah, they have a Quizlet for all of the students, and you have to go through and memorize them.
Mm-hmm. All right, Cooter, we're back to you. You get to pick your own question category and value here.
All right, I did okay with it. Let's do odd man out 400.
400 odd man out. All right, here's your question. Which of the following NFL players was not drafted in the second round of their NFL draft? Cortland Sutton, DeAndre Hopkins, Derrick Henry, or DK Metcalf?
I don't know this at all, so it's going to just be my kid has to go number 2. Let's go with, speaking of second round, let's go with DK Metcalf.
So you're choosing DK Metcalf as the player who was not drafted in the second round.
Correct.
I do as well.
And if I get it right, let's go with ADP for Joey again.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you weren't right, Cooter. It was DeAndre Hopkins. He was drafted in the first round of his draft. Simon, did you know that one?
I did, but only because I've spent a lot of time writing trivia questions about who was drafted in what round. If it wasn't for that, I would have never known that one.
He also went to a school that you like.
Yes.
Yeah, I also was heavily invested in where he got drafted, where he went. Absolutely.
Looks like J-Wall got it. Mr. Scamper said DK. And DK was round 2, pick 64. Scott said Henry. And then Dave got Nuke right. Well done. All right.
I thought it was Metcalf too. For some reason, I thought Metcalf went 17th overall. That was like a number that popped in my head.
It seems, I feel like rarely do we have I
get to pick
like
my
a
category.
first-year dynasty player, especially at the wide receiver position, that gets launched to that height in like the rankings that wasn't a first round selection. Know what I mean? Like we watched DK Metcalf go from nothing to the number 1 overall wide receiver in Dynasty that offseason.
Right.
And he was a end of the second round pick. Like I feel like that's a little bit odd.
Yeah, that is. It's definitely odd to see that. Let me ask you guys this before we go on to our next question. DeAndre Hopkins, with the news of the suspension, how are you viewing him as a dynasty asset? Where's his arrow trending? What are you doing if you have him rostered? Simon, why don't we start with you?
How long is the suspension?
7 games.
7 games. In Dynasty, it sucks if you have him this year, but this is not the sell window for him. Know what I mean? If anything, this is the hold window or the buy window. Like if someone's panicking and wants to sell, I'd go get him. He's still one of the top receivers in the NFL in a pass-heavy offense that just got rid of Christian Kirk. So I'm still in on DeAndre Hopkins. It sucks he's going to miss the first 7 games, but he's still a great dynasty asset.
Yeah. What about you, Joey?
So speaking from like a draft perspective, if I'm drafting and to the first 4 rounds, I really like my team. And I feel like, okay, this team is really solid. Because I feel like Hopkins, he is going to miss those 7 games this year.
Oh, yeah. It is 6 games. My apologies. Miscounted.
Oh, it's 6, yeah. I thought it was 6, but anyways, it's easy.
We get confused because he said see you week 7. It was stuck in my head.
But we trust you, JL. We just trusted you.
Never trust me. You should never trust me.
You're right. I learned that this afternoon.
But no, I mean, we don't know where Hopkins is, if he's the same player that he's going to come back as. So if I like my team, I think that risk for Hopkins is absolutely worth it. But if I'm kind of on the fence, like I'm going to take a safer player, then I will take Hopkins in that spot.
All right, Joey, you get to pick your own category here in value. Where are you going?
I'm going to go grab bag 400 because I need some points.
Grab bag 400. All right, here's your question. In the show, Parks and Recreation, during the campaign for the city council election, who is Leslie Knope's biggest competition? Tammy, Jeremy Jam, Ron Swanson, or Bobby Newport?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I got this.
Okay. What was she running for? City council
election.
She ran for something late in the series, and Bobby Newport was her competitor. But Jam is a effing you know what. Can't say that on FanDuel. It's Bobby Newport, but maybe the council was Jeremy Jam. Okay, Bobby Newport is what I'm going to say.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Bobby Newport is absolutely correct. Well
Remember
done.
the election?
I actually knew that one. Dang.
You knew that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, dang.
What did Jam run against her for? Like that's what I'm trying to remember.
I don't think he ran against her. I think he opposed her in something she was trying to push through. I think he was like an opposition, like
helping with the recall.
Do you remember the filibuster where it was the putt-putt course?
Yeah.
That was great. I
that
you just got jammed.
That show, I was watching it late one night alone in my college apartment, and like I had been like binge watching it, and I'm watching this episode, and I'm like, man, they're doing a lot of like flash forwards for these characters. And then about halfway through, I was like, oh my God, this is the last episode. And I was just not prepared for that. And I just like started bawling on the couch. If anyone had walked in, they would have thought I was insane. But being caught off guard halfway through the show finale was a highly emotional moment.
You gotta prepare for a
right?
show finale.
Yeah. I need to know I'm going into the last episode.
My favorite piece of physical comedy is Ron Swanson eating a banana. I have never laughed so hard in my life.
Such a good scene.
Love Ron Swanson. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Joey, you got that one correct.
I did.
So you get to pick Simon's next category. Where are you sending Simon?
I'm going to send Simon to, let me look at these values here.
I got options wherever you send me.
Easy as ADP.
Easy as ADP. All right, Simon, what question value would you like?
500.
Easy as ADP 500. Here's your question, Simon. Which of the following series corresponds to Michael Pittman in this dynasty overall ADP chart? Pink, green, orange, or purple? And as always, these came from DLF.
Okay,
overall
so step
ADP.
1 is making sure I remember what year Michael Pittman was drafted. Was it 2020 or was it 2019? And as I have said before, once the season ends, all of my memories about what year things happened leave my brain. How many? He was drafted in 2020, I'm pretty certain. So I think it's either purple or orange. Sorry, I mean blue or red. The purple and orange are so similar. There's just like one's a little lower than the other. They're exactly the same. Orange.
Final answer?
Yeah, I think I got a 50-50 shot. Unless
Orange.
I remembered the year wrong.
He says orange. Show me orange. It was orange, Simon. Well done.
That's impressive.
Well
That
done,
is
Simon.
impressive.
Very impressive. So the purple was T. Higgins, and you're absolutely correct, Simon. The clue there was that he is higher. He's ranked higher than Michael Pittman. And then Deontay Johnson was green, and pink was Terry McLaurin.
I went orange because I didn't remember people being like super excited about him after rookie drafts. Like he was a player people were like drafting as a value. Know what I mean? Like not someone that they were like reaching for. So
it's like a round 2, like early round 2 in rookie drafts, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'll say when you know the answers, it's very clear.
Yeah. That's why I kind of like this category.
Yeah.
I like this category. These are fun. They're kind of puzzly.
Yeah, you can reason them out.
But you really stress me out when they start in different years. Like every time they start in different years, I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna get.
It's a big clue, but
and it could just
if you don't
it's
know
a big
it,
clue,
then...
but I could ruin myself from the very beginning. Like if I pick the wrong one.
Yeah, Maria said Poncho, alluding to that scene in Parks and Rec where what's her name? Who's the lady who's like the campaign manager?
What the hell does that have to do with Michael Pittman? I was like, is this a nickname I've never heard of? From now on, he's known as Poncho.
Yeah, he's known as Poncho. All right, Simon, you got that one correct. That's going to give you 500, and you are in this game. You're in this game. You get to pick Cooter's next category. Where are you sending?
Let's send Cooter to grab bag. She hasn't gone there yet. Joey's been hogging them.
All right, Cooter, what do you think? 100, 200, or 500?
I don't know. Let's go 500. I need to catch up.
All right, 500 grab bag. Here's your question. Spell the following word for me.
Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst because I have anxiety over doing things timed for spelling. Oh no. One time I spelled poot instead of put on a second grade test and I'm scarred. I'm scarred. My teacher was like, look at this. P-O-O-T. Like I was like, poot. And I was mortified. I pooted poot.
You have perfectly hit on the perfectly wrong question for me.
God. All right, Cooter. Spell the following word for me. Orangutan.
O-R.
Mm-hmm.
A-N-G.
Mm-hmm.
U-T-A-N-G.
So you have said
orangutan.
You have told me ORANGUTANG. Is that your final answer?
If that's the answer, that's my final answer. Yes.
I can't reveal that information.
Sure, it's my
but I will take
answer.
that as that's your final answer.
I'm wrong. I know it.
And the correct way to spell orangutan is.
There's like a hidden letter.
No G. You were so close. You got it all right except for the G at the end.
I thought there was a hidden G in there.
Hey, yes, J-Wall was with you with the G at the end. He also got it even more wrong. He said orangutan.
Orangutan.
Man, I thought there was a hidden G.
That's what orangutans drink, is orangutan.
The orangutan at the Atlanta Zoo is one of my favorite animals in the world because it's known nationwide for being willing to accept like abandoned orangutan babies. Like sometimes the moms will reject their kids, and the orangutan at the Atlanta Zoo has never rejected one. And so zoos from all over the country will send the rejected babies to Atlanta, and she takes every single one of them in. That orangutan is a hero.
You're gonna kill Joey.
Simon, we had a conversation this morning about animal stories.
This one's happy. This one's
sweet. I know.
I mean,
there's happy crying too.
I feel like it's neutral because there's babies that got rejected. So it's neutral. It's a neutral.
That's kind of sad about those babies.
You're right.
Those orphan orangutans.
It's a way to make me cry. Simon, sorry. I've been telling a lot of like pretty brutal animal stories this week.
Rita said also, I hate this category too. It's a new one I'm trying out. Thumbs up.
Sorry.
You guys like it?
I liked it.
All right. Cooters, like screw you, JL. All right, Joey, we're back to you. What question, category, and value would you like?
I'm gonna do odd man out for 200.
Odd man out for 200. Here's your question. Yes. Which player had 5 or fewer rushing attempts inside the 5-yard line in 2021? Boston Scott, Miles Sanders, or Michael Carter?
Miles Sanders.
Final answer?
Which player had 5 or fewer? Yes.
You are absolutely correct. It is Miles Sanders. Had only 5.
Can I raise a point?
Yeah.
I think this category should have been called Odd Man In with the way these questions are worded. We're looking for the one that matches the category you've provided, not the one that doesn't match the category.
Well, not
It's
always.
the same thing. It's the
That's what
same thing. It's
somebody
just
that-
inverse.
That's what somebody that got the question wrong would say.
Yeah, 100%.
But I got the question right. so I have
There's
no
some
problem with the
criteria, and
category.
there's one
Sorry.
person who separates
Who
themselves
meets it?
or doesn't meet it. Yeah, either way. So you got 500. Or I'm sorry, you got 200 for that.
500.
One,
That's correct. 500.
That
points.
is not 500. Nice try. That you get to choose Simon's next category.
I am going to send Simon to grab bag.
Sending him to grab bag. Simon's favorite.
Well,
What do you think, Simon? 100 or 200?
let's take the 100.
Jay Wall said Carter. What an idiot. And then Dave said Miles Sanders. Well done. All right, you said 100?
100.
Ooh. 100. As instructed, Kevin Costner built a baseball diamond in this 1989 film, and Joe Jackson and others did come.
I'm going to get absolutely massacred for not knowing this. Like, I am Field of Dreams.
Final answer?
Final answer. Ooh, that was close.
That was
Ooh,
very...
that was like, I was like, I know it's in there somewhere, and I don't know if it's going to come to the front. Ooh.
We literally just witnessed synapses firing. Like he was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I know it.
Yeah. That's mid-thought.
Ooh.
Well done, Simon.
Brains are so weird. Like, it should
Yeah.
be binary. You know it or you don't. Not like it just suddenly appears.
Yeah. That is pretty funny. Dave knew it. Howard knew it. Everyone should have known it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well done, Simon. Where are you sending Cooter in the next category?
Let's try there's a lot of fill in the blanks left. Let's go to fill in the blank.
All right, Cooter, what question value would you like?
I mean, I keep feeling like I have to catch up, but then I'm like, am I getting too hard? I don't know. Let's just go.
Yeah, it's a tough
I
strategy.
said that wrong,
sometimes.
but let's go 500.
You said 500? All right.
Right.
500, fill in the blank. 49ers selected SMU wide receiver blank with the number 105 overall pick in the 2022 NFL draft.
I don't know this at all. I think the initials might be D and B, like DB, something, Bevy or something. I don't know. Somebody talked about this. I don't know rookies, so I'm gonna have to just say sorry and take
All right,
my
that's
L.
fair. Danny Gray. You're kind of
good.
good.
DG.
DG.
The way my brain was working, I was like, there's 4 letters at the end, and it's a D, and I thought it'd be.
Yeah, I made this
Oh,
one
wow.
500 because there's no way I would have gotten it if I hadn't been looking at the answer.
No, I didn't know this one.
I'm sorry, but we're going back to you, Joey. You get to pick your own category. What would you like to do here?
I'm gonna do odd man in for 300, please.
Odd man in for 300 is what you said to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which of the following QBs is not drafted in the first round of their NFL draft? Blaine Gabbert, Ryan Tannehill, Jalen Hurts, or Matthew Stafford?
I know Stafford was number 1 overall. I know that. I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Jalen Hurts is correct. He was a second round pick.
Oh God, the Jaguars took Blaine Gabbert with the 10th pick.
Yeah. Yeah,
Way to go,
Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
Not such a good history of picking quarterbacks.
What do you mean? They had the GOAT Blake Bortles on their team, and
That's
then Gardner Minshew. Like, how are you gonna
Yeah.
how are you gonna say they're bad at drafting
Yeah.
quarterbacks when they had both of those guys?
That's true.
Depends
That's
what your
true.
criteria for bad are, because you know what? I'd be pretty happy with those two guys as the quarterbacks for a little bit. Like, if you have a losing team, at least it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Blake Bortles was a number 4 quarterback one year,
He was. That was
That 1 year, yeah.
and they named a
20
street after him in the community, like the city next to mine. And then
Really?
because he went to that high school, and then he never did anything after that.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Imagine
I wanted
people live on that street.
It's true. Is it like full like Blake Bortles Lane? Like full name?
It's
Blake
like
Phillip
yeah,
Bortles
it's
Lane?
Bortles like it's a loop. So it's Bortles loop.
Bortles Loop.
Yeah,
is
or
the
a
name of
circle.
that-
Bortles loop or Bortles circle because it's like a
Bortles Hole. So I wanted to ask you guys about Jalen Hurts. I feel like he's a very already polarizing quarterback, but his team has been making a ton of off-season moves. How are you feeling about Jalen Hurts in 2022? Cooter, I'll start with you.
If I already have him, like in Dynasty, I'm comfy with it. I'm okay. I don't know that I'm necessarily going hunt to get him, but
Yeah.
I'm happy if I have him.
What about you, Joey?
Yeah, I actually moved him ahead of Aaron Rodgers in my rankings for redraft. Just because I like Hurts's the people who's got around him now with AJ Brown. I think it's gonna be a great season. Now, if he doesn't have a good season this year, I mean, Philadelphia might address that in the draft next year.
Yeah,
but I like him a lot this year, actually.
Simon, you have anything else to add?
No, I'm fairly even with Joey. I think he's good enough to be the starting quarterback for a run first offense. Like they showed they want to be a very run heavy offense. Jalen Hurts fits that scheme well, and I think he can be successful in that type of offense where he's not asked to throw the ball 30, 40 times a game, right? So I'm cautiously optimistic for Jalen Hurts. I know that's not a controversial, but there's very varying opinions on his future with Philadelphia, but I tend to lean on the positive side for him instead of the negative.
Let's play a little name game in dynasty formats. I'm going to run a few names by you guys. Tell me which side or which quarterback you'd rather have. So Jalen Hurts or Tua?
Tua.
What do you think?
I would say Tua, yeah.
Double Tua. What do you think, Joey?
Yeah, I'm really high on Tua.
All right, Jalen Hurts or Justin Fields?
I would go Hurts.
Hurts.
Just right now. I don't know. The Bears.
Yeah.
Man, I wish the Bears had done more to help Justin Fields this offseason, and that would give me a little bit more confidence. I know free agency isn't over. They could still get a Jarvis Landry or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll go Fields for the sheer upside of it, assuming they're going to really commit to building around him. But, man, right now it's a rough situation for him. Chicago looks like a rough team for next year. So, but I'm still going to go Fields, but it's close.
What do you think, Joey? Hurts or Fields?
Yeah, if the Bears would have gone and got Simon said Landry, I would pick Fields, but right now I'm going Hurts.
Okay, all right.
Landry to the Bears
close,
that would make me so happy for Fields and Landry. I feel like that would be a great landing spot for him.
I feel Fields has two good targets this year. He just needs a third to throw the ball to, and once he gets that, I think it's
Cole Kmet.
a little more.
Cole Kmet.
That's one of them. And then Darnell. So.
Joey, did I already give you your points?
No, you didn't.
No, he was
at
at 900 before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm at 1,200 now.
He was already kicking our ass.
Yeah.
Already kicking ass. That's all right. There's plenty of time to come back. Joey, you got that one correct. So we're moving on to Simon. But Joey, where are you sending Simon?
I'm sending Simon to odd man out.
Odd man out. All right, Simon.
Brutal. That was a high risk, high reward strategy, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to get it wrong. So I'll take the 500.
I think you made fun of the category, so karma is going to make you get this question wrong.
We'll see. Which of the following NFL players has not scored more than 1,500 PPR fantasy points in their career? Alvin Kamara, Brandon Cooks, Christian McCaffrey, Robert Woods, or Zach Ertz?
This is tough.
CMC's been injured a lot. Is that the trick? Or that could really make me look like an idiot. But you know what? We're going to go. This is already high risk, high reward. I'm going to say Christian McCaffrey.
Final answer?
Yes.
Cooter, you have a guess before I reveal?
I feel like
That makes me
Brandon
think it's
Cooks has been
wrong.
here for so long that I'm comfy, like that it's not him. Alvin Kamara has so many big games. Like, yeah, I would be leaning more towards McCaffrey or Woods, probably. Yeah.
McCaffrey and Woods. What about you, Joe? You got a separate answer?
Yeah, I think Simon got it right.
Well, the answer, the NFL player which has not scored more than 1,500 PPR fantasy points in their career is CMC. Simon, you saw through the trick. You saw through the trick here.
Good job,
Zach
Simon.
Ertz, you really almost got me by putting. I was like, I know he's been in the league forever, but tight ends score way lower than these other positions. Like, whew.
Got some Woods in the chat. Got some CMC. Dave said Cole Kmet. It's not even on there. Nice try, Dave.
And Maria said, I want to know what Joey was planning to do with his hands. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing as the hands came up.
I was clapping. For you, buddy.
I thought you were measuring something.
All right.
That's on the undies
Simon,
available on
you got that
F5
one
shop.
correct. Where are you sending Cooter in this next one?
How
the
about
bottom of the leaderboard.
how about who said it?
You never know, Cooter. You never know. This is a game that can switch in the very
I know
last
my
round.
strategy is so terrible because I'm trying to catch up, but then I'm taking harder questions, but I have to. So let's go 400.
Which category did you say, Simon?
Who said it?
Who said it? 400. All right, Cooter. Here is your Prompt. Stats are for losers. And the one thing I'd like to point out, while at Wyoming, we won games. And I definitely think that's how quarterbacks are judged in the NFL. Who said this? Was it Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, Mitchell Trubisky, or Ryan Fitzpatrick?
See, there's a clue there about Wyoming, but I know nothing about that. So that clue is lost straight on me. So I'm just thinking, who would say that stats are for losers? I don't think Josh Allen would speak like that. I am going to go. God, I feel like it's such a Fitzpatrick thing. I don't know. I'm just going to go with Fitzpatrick. And I'm probably bad because I don't know anything about who was at Wyoming. So
final answer, Fitzpatrick. Simon, you look like you have a guess down there.
I think it is Josh Allen.
Really?
I think it is Josh Allen.
It's Daddy.
No.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, he has completely changed his image.
What?
He was like a punk in college. Like
See,
that's how he was viewed.
I don't know any of that. If I would have known that, like, because now I just picture him as like this quiet little guy. Who just, yeah.
Does anybody know where Ryan Fitzpatrick went to college? Because they mention
Harvard.
it every time he steps on the field.
Harvard, yeah, they do. They do mention that a lot. Yeah, and you were absolutely correct, Cooter. The clue was while at Wyoming. I thought about throwing another trick in here and like having another player from Wyoming in the NFL.
While at Wyoming, this daddy.
Yeah, that's
this daddy. Yeah,
I like this from Scott. Sounds like something Josh Rosen would say because of his stats.
His stats, yeah, stats are for losers. All right, Joey, we're coming back to you.
I just want to ask Joey real quick. How does it feel to be able to pick your category every time? Is that feel good? You're welcome.
I heard you were going to be in the show, and I was so excited. And I didn't know this would be the reason why I'm even more excited because I get to keep picking my category. I was just happy to be on here with you. So, I'm going to go easy as ADP for 300.
All right, easy as ADP for 300. Here's a graph of positional dynasty ADP of the following players: Juju Smith-Schuster, Chris Godwin, Corey Davis, and Kenny Galladay. Which series correctly represents Kenny Galladay's positional dynasty ADP?
Zoom in on it for me.
Yeah, which color?
This is where I get way too close to the camera to try to see the graphs. Is this a good?
Can I see
for everyone?
The fourth name, Juju? Okay.
Yeah.
Juju's high. Godwin's high. So, oh man, that Corey Davis was never high as orange. Let me just double check on this.
Double check. You Google?
No, in my mind.
In my mind.
I'm gonna say orange.
Orange. Final answer.
Final answer.
That's what I would have said.
Orange. Scooter, did you have a different guess?
No.
The chat does not agree with us, Joey, though.
They don't?
I see lots of pinks and purples in the chat.
A lot of pinks. One orange. There's at least one orange from Albert. A lot of pinks and purples. Well, the real answer was pink. I'm sorry, Joey.
What?
It was pink.
I said it was close between those two.
Yeah, here's the full graph. You can see Chris
so who
Godwin's
is orange?
green.
Corey Davis.
Orange is Corey Davis. Yeah.
I guess that makes sense with where he started. Yeah, the clue was where he started. But I thought maybe the little resurgence with like maybe some hype on a new team might have made orange the right answer.
Yeah, Corey Davis drafted early. Kenny Galladay kind of came out of nowhere. Okay.
Corey Davis was like a top 5 pick, wasn't he?
Yeah. I should have known that. Okay. All right. I'll accept my loss on this category.
All right, Simon.
I don't like the color category.
You now have a chance to take the lead here. And you get to pick your own category and question value.
Grab bag 200.
Grab bag 200. Here's your question, my friend. Who is the Half-Blood Prince in Harry Potter universe? Harry Potter, Ronald Weasley, Snape, or Voldemort?
People are going to kill me for not knowing this. I think it's Snape.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It is Snape.
I was hoping that just the instinct would get me there, but I haven't read or watched those movies in a very long time.
Oh man, yeah.
We are past the like what's the statute of limitations for spoilers on Harry Potter?
Spoilers, I think. Yeah. Maria knew that one. She came in saying Snape. Mr. Scamper said Carl.
From The Walking Dead. He's the worst.
I don't know why I never even would have considered him thinking of the name Carl.
Well, I like Carl. That name is ruined for me forever because that character is so awful. Like anytime When I hear Carl, my immediate thought is just like, F Carl. Like, God, like I just get mad when I hear that name.
All right, Simon, you get to pick Cooter's next category. Where are you sending her?
Let's go with easy as ADP.
Easy as ADP. All right, Cooter, would you like 100 or 400?
You know what I'm going to do. Let's go 400.
400. All right, easy as ADP 400.
Oh, this is
Here's your
going to be.
question. Which of the
wait.
following players corresponds to the dynasty this dynasty positional ADP chart? Is this Antonio Gibson, Zach Moss, Keyshawn Vaughn, or Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
Positional ADP.
Positional ADP. I will point out,
tricky.
this is looking at positional ADP. Which of the following players corresponds to this series here?
It took me until today, JL, to realize that there were numbers labeled on the axes. Like I was just looking at them relative to each other. Last time we did this category, I didn't even see the numbers on there.
It's like you're saying he was like the 36th running back in 2020, or that's what you're saying. Okay.
Right.
Oh my. I'm so bad at this. This is embarrassing. I'm gonna go Zach Moss. I don't even know if that correlates with the year.
Zach Moss, final answer?
Yeah.
That's what I would say as well.
Mm-hmm.
You are absolutely correct. It is
That
Zach
one.
Moss.
Good job, Cooter.
Nailed that one.
Suck it,
Cooter.
Joey.
On that, Joey. What category do you hate? Which one do you dislike?
Wow, it's just, everybody's got really aggressive towards me.
Cooter gets right immediately.
I don't know
say,
why,
"Suck
because
it,
now
Joey."
Simon's winning now, so I shouldn't even.
I know.
Simon's the bad guy.
Simon's the bad guy.
No.
Said only nice things about people tonight, and this is how I'm treated.
And the guesses
Classic
from the chat were
Luigi.
all over the place in the last one. We got a bunch of CEH. We got some Gibson.
I feel
we
like
got some
CEH
Vaughn.
was higher.
He was.
Yep,
Yeah, he
yeah.
was way higher.
It was
Gibson-
between Moss and Vaughn for me because
Gibson has gone up, hasn't gone down. We saw,
Yeah.
a dip in that chart. So that was a kind of a dead giveaway.
All right.
Boom, cooterdoodle. All right, so
guess-
you got that one correct. So you get to pick Joey's next category and where you send it.
I want to limit him, so let's do easy as ADP.
that's
Easy
not
as
nice.
ADP. All right, Joey, here's your question. Which of the following players corresponds to the dynasty positional ADP chart? Miles Sanders or Josh Jacobs?
That's tricky.
Yeah, this is really tricky.
That's hard for a 100.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Miles Sanders because I do feel like Josh Jacobs for 2022 is a little higher than 26th or whatever, 28.
Final
Yeah.
answer?
Yes, Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders. The answer is Miles Sanders. Well done.
Thank you
Well
for
done,
learning me,
Joey.
Cooter Doodle.
Yeah, the key being here that Josh Jacobs hasn't dropped very much in the last year.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he was drafted higher coming out of school.
Let's see where I want to send Simon.
All right, we give you those points. You all are tied up. Where are you sending Simon? We got two
I need-
categories here.
I need to think smart like a Mario Brothers character, so I'm gonna think smart like Luigi and send him to Who Said It.
Oh my
Who
god.
said it? 100
That
or
was a
200?
Classic Luigi move. Thinking it was smart, but really it was the worst possible decision.
Excuse me.
I will take 200.
200. Who said it? I didn't pull up Paul Pierce. I was cramping.
Lamar Jackson.
Final answer?
Is this when he pooped his pants? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
That is the final
Your
answer.
final answer, yeah.
It was Lamar Jackson.
Okay,
That's
just
funny.
making sure. I was like, I'm pretty sure.
I read this quote every time in the most like elementary school defensive voice, or tone. Like, I
was
didn't pull Paul Pierce. I
cramping.
was cramping. Stop.
But for me, I feel like it doesn't even do himself justice because it's like, well, yeah, your tummy was cramping, Like,
yeah, cramping. I think.
I've never pooped
think
my
you got the
pants without
poops.
also cramping. Yeah, like those.
Yeah.
You didn't disprove
Correlation.
anything with that sentence.
Like,
It is Lamar pooped.
I feel like I would go buy a Lamar Jackson jersey if he would just admit that he pooped himself. I'd be like, dude,
I would respect it.
I respect it. I've been there.
Joey, you should have quite a few of my jerseys by this point then.
I've got a whole locker room full.
All right, Simon, you got that one correct. So you get to pick Cooter's next category. And we're going to run through one more round before getting on to Final Jeopardy. Where are you sending Cooter?
Fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank, Cooter. What question value would you like?
I gotta go 400.
400. Here's your question.
Oh, please.
Bears selected Tennessee wide receiver blank with the number 71 overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft.
Were all these rookie questions on this column? I'm starting to realize that. Okay. Yikes. Then I shouldn't have gone 400. I am going to just come up with, I don't know, probably Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
That's what I would have gone with.
Bayless Jones Jr.
Oh, it's so close.
So it was kind of close. I'm sorry, Cooter. We're moving on to you, Joey. Where would you like to go here? You got option fill in the blank or who said it?
Fill in the blank 200.
Fill in the blank 200. Broncos selected tight end blank with the number 80 overall pick in the 2022 NFL draft.
Greg Dulcich.
Final answer?
Yes.
Greg Dulcich. I will accept your answer.
Okay.
Thank you.
You missed a whole letter.
You did, but
when Cooter did an extra letter, you did not count it for her. Yeah, Joey does.
That's a good
Joey
point.
skips a letter.
That is
and
a
gets
good
it
point.
anyways.
If you want to take
I
it
didn't
away
ask
from me.
him to spell it here.
Well, I'm just
in my
saying.
defense.
Oh, that's
not
true. It's not a
consistent.
spelling category.
Yeah.
Man, the inconsistencies in this game.
The inconsistencies. I am clearly biased. I did not give you your points for that. That's going to tie you up with Simon, Joey. And where are you going to send Simon in this last one?
So I'm going to pull another fantastic Luigi move. Simon, what category would you like?
I'm not telling you because either you're going to give it like there's no positive outcome here.
There
Like
absolutely is a positive outcome. Just which one would you like?
This is literally the scene where they have the drinks, the poison drink, and he's
in
like, which
The
one?
this is the Princess Bride.
Yeah.
You fall for my all classic blunders. Yeah.
I want grab bag, but that's not an option. So whatever's left.
Pick one. Who said it or fill in the
Dear
blank?
Lord, Joey, we have a
said it?
time.
Okay. Who said it?
Who said it? 100.
Damn it! I tried to reverse.
I don't think it's my job to mentor him, but if he learns from me along the way, then that's a great thing.
That would be Mr. Ryan Tannehill.
Mm-hmm.
That was Mr. Ryan Tannehill. You got that one correct. We even alluded to it earlier on in the show. And just for shits and gigs, the last one is when Falcons selected Cincinnati QB blank with the number 74 overall pick in the 2022 NFL draft.
Desmond Ridder.
Shane Falco.
Yeah. Shane Falco.
I think on the draft day stream for FanDuel, we called Malik Willis for like 4 draft picks in a row for the Falcons before they finally took Ridder.
Yeah. All right, contestants. We are getting into our final Jeopardy round. I have a question for you. But first, I need you all to have something to write down your wager and answer on after that. But I'm going to need you to write down a wager after I tell you the
marker.
Just draw on the wall behind you, Cooter.
I thought I was muted. Sorry. Can you give me a marker?
Joey just screamed at the top of his lungs, "I'm streaming!" when we first started the stream. So
I didn't know you guys could hear it.
Yeah. Oh, I was dying. All of a sudden, we cut to the music, and I just hear, "We're going live!"
I do that every time, so I'm surprised the first time it's been caught.
All right, contestants, you have something to write down your wagers on.
I'm going to do it on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Cooter, you got 500. Joey, you got 1,500. Simon, you got 1,600. Excuse me. The category for Final Jeopardy is NFL Team Stats 2021.
Okay. Got my wager.
All right. So write down your wager. Write down how much you want to wager for Final Jeopardy.
Okay.
Where's my little pencil?
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, no.
Wait, can I see what Cooter had again? How much money she has?
500, I think.
500.
I have no, y'all, well, yeah.
What's good for you, though, Cooter, is that Joey and I are so close. Know what I mean? Like, because we're so close, it incentivizes us.
You might wager too
big.
much.
Yeah.
If you mess up. Maybe.
Yeah, you're still in this. You're absolutely still in this. All right, contestants, you have your wagers?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and reveal them to me.
$4.99.
I have to type my password. Sorry.
Hold on. Okay. Joey, you said $4.99.
500, but you can't see it.
Okay.
Why can't you see it?
500 from Cooter and Simon, 1,600.
Simon, get this wrong, please.
All right, here is your question for Final Jeopardy contestants. And you're going to write this down. I'm going to give you a little bit of time. You can write it down. Right. And out of the chat, because our chat will most likely get the answer, or we'll throw in a bunch of answers. Anyway,
Cooter,
go ahead, Joey.
I was going to say, Cooter, I really hope you get this question right.
I really don't think I will, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Psychological warfare. Is he genuine?
No, I do. I hope she gets right. Just so Simon does not.
All right, here's your
Them
question.
Luigi ass scheming down there. I just
Luigi
don't
ass
trust him
scheming.
anymore.
Ass scheming. Which NFL team had the most fumbles in 2021?
Oh, shoot.
Colts, Raiders, Ravens, or Seahawks? Contestants, go ahead and mull it over, write down your answers on your paper. While you do that, I'm just going to calculate your range of outcomes.
I'm just going to go with my gut. And it's a guess.
What's 16? That's 3,200.
If
Joey,
Simon
you
gets it right, he
499.
wins.
So that would be 1999 if you get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Or 1001. It's weird math you're making me do. Okay. All right, contestants, do you have your answer?
Yep.
Yes.
Answers, I guess. All right, go ahead and reveal them.
Dang it.
Seahawks from Simon, Seahawks to Joey,
Please do
and
Raiders. Please do Raiders.
I
Raiders.
said Raiders.
from
I don't
Cooter.
know.
Please Raiders.
Raiders, and then double Seahawks. All right.
Mine was a guess. The Seahawks just seem kind of fumbly. You know?
Yeah.
Like they just feel fumbly. I
But
feel
the
like
Raiders had such a messed up season, like all that stuff
Yeah.
going on. I just was like, I don't know, maybe.
I really.
that's a great one too. Watch, it's going to be like the Colts, and we just completely bungled that.
So what happens if it's the Colts? Do we all lose money?
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah. Everybody loses money. Whoever has the most money, despite losing it, wins. And we got some guesses here in the chat. We got Raiders. We got Jay Wall says Colts because of Wentz. Albert says Raiders. Scott says Raiders. Maria says Colts. Dame says Seahawks. And Mr. Scamper says
There's
Ravens.
only one.
So Raiders was the most popular answer in the chat.
So even if I'm wrong, we're all wrong together, and that makes me feel better.
Yeah. Well, the actual answer, the team that had the most fumbles in 2021 was the Colts. With
What?
11.
Oh my
The
god!
Colts with 11 fumbles. Colts with 11
How
fumbles.
close were they to the other
I
team? Well, you don't have to
don't
look it
think I
up.
had it
I'll look
pulled
it up
up.
on my own.
don't think I had it pulled up.
I just didn't know if you
And
had
I'm
it.
guessing that was fumbles lost, not just fumbles, for the number to only be 11, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Yeah, I have to pull it up on my other computer, but that means, Joey, I believe you win.
And
Yeah,
who
you win.
And then
1,001, and then Simon, Cooter and Simon, you both tied at 0.
That was the most, like, if we could review the tape, that was the most peaceful and kind of like stick it to you that Joey had. You're like, Joey, you win, and he just went. It was like I never doubted it. I knew it from the moment that this started. This was so easy.
Yeah, the chip being lifted off his shoulder. That was what that sound was.
I've gone through a lot today with Simon, and it just felt really good just to not only beat him, but putting right down to 0. Just, I know we're still friends, but
we'll see. Maybe I'm not pulling for Liverpool in a couple weeks.
No, see, that's just rude. That's just rude.
I'm just kidding. Maybe I'll forgive you by then. And Dave coming in here just brutal. Joey won. Boo!
Am I on the show with Dave next week too? And he's booing me now?
It's a good question.
Like now all week, all I'm gonna think about is how I'm gonna bury Dave next week. So
And Scott said a very Luigi style victory. Some of us take that as an insult, and some of us take that as a compliment.
Yes, that means many things to different people.
Guys, Joey, congratulations on the W. And Cooter, congratulations on the tie for second place. We both absolutely killed it, finished in the same spot. And Cooter, thank you so much for taking the time to come on with us today. I really appreciate it.
I had fun, and I'll never spell orangutan with a G ever again.
You're gonna have new nightmares. Like Jay will replace your childhood trauma with new orangutan-based trauma.
You know what? He kind of did.
Orangutan-based trauma.
Guys, for those of you that do not already follow Cooter Doodle and you didn't do it at some point during this show, go and do that right now. You can find her on Twitter at Cooter Doodle. You got to fix it immediately. After you do that, another reminder, if you enjoyed this show, you had fun watching, make sure you're subscribed to FanDuel on YouTube. You can subscribe to them on their YouTube page at FanDuel and follow them on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. What else was there? And Twitter. Make sure you go follow them across all of those platforms. And one last thing, if you had fun playing these games with us and you want to play some more, we are live every day, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time over on our channel at Front Yard Fantasy. So come hang out with us in the afternoon for like the workday's not over, but you're done working kind of break at the end of the day.
While you're pretending to work.
While you're scrolling Excel spreadsheets, we are the perfect background noise while you scroll that Google sheet as far as it can
Everyone that has a job that isn't like directly known to me, they're just spreadsheets at a corporation.
I'm almost positive that's like 80% of jobs that are
Yeah.
in cubicles are just spreadsheets. Guys, that is going to be it for us this Friday. Another big thanks to Cooter, and thank you everybody who came in and watched and played along with us today. We'll be back on Monday afternoon at 3 p.m. over on the Front Yard Fantasy channel. Until then, adios,
Trading makes
everybody.
fantasy fun.
Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.